critic, Rick, the 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 critic, Rick.
Hi, I'm Rick the Critic, and today my guests with me are Jair Lucas and Josiah Lucas, and you guys have your own show called Jay's View, right?
Yeah.
So listen, tell me about your show. You guys did the show already? You taped the show?
Yeah.
Okay, who did you have a guest? What did you do? Let's talk about it.
We had a guest named Luke, and he was actually, we talked about a lot of stuff like movies, video games, like where to get the best eats, and like a lot of other stuff like categories.
So what's your show about?
Basically, it's about where you can you can talk about whatever you want. As a kid's choice, basically, it's not a grown-up. It can be for grown-ups, so you can see, like when we're talking about Carinos, the grown-ups can say, "Oh, I'll take you to that." But it's really, I think we're trying to focus to make it a kid show. There's grown-up shows all over, but kid shows it's kind of hard to find. PBS Kids I've heard is good, so I think this is a good opportunity to do that.
Okay, so are you saying that there aren't a lot of good children's shows to watch?
Yeah, like even I'm not trying to bag on any other things, but I think still some of those cartoons on like Disney World and stuff, they have stuff about kissing. They say it's kid stuff. If you look into it, if the parents go really detailed on it, it's kissing in it and it's all that stuff. You know, there's stuff. It's kid. They make it like it's a kid show, and I like to watch those shows, but it's not like that. So I think Jay's View is where you can get it all out, say what you want about it, talk about stuff with kids and about ice cream, stuff you like, and you can, like, sometimes you can come in the show, you can write to us, talk about, maybe you should talk about this topic, or, oh, I checked out Carinos, and, just give us a call or write and talk to us, stuff like that.
And what do you talk about, Josiah?
Well,
You're the host.
Yeah.
And what do you talk about?
well, I talk about like video games. Like sometimes she doesn't have categories. Like some things like if you're not really that into video games or like gummy worms or candy or any stuff, like sometimes some stuff girls don't like, some stuff boys don't like that girls do. So I talk about video games, and there's some things both of us can both talk about. So
Okay, so I heard that your show had, you guys did some physical fitness. You did some.
Well, we didn't get to do the physical fitness because they said,
Oh, you couldn't move around.
yeah, we couldn't move around
Oh,
that
okay.
often because
Well,
of
maybe
the mics.
next time when you do the show, you might get the mics where you can
move
move
around.
around wireless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think nowadays when you see it from Jay's View, we're gonna have a couple of guests. They might not be people like That's So Raven and stuff, but like Luke, he wasn't a big famous person. Luke was a kid, normal kid, has a normal life, he's homeschooled and stuff. He's a regular kid. He's not a kid who's okay. I'm popular. I got big cat. He's a regular kid,
So it sounds like he's nice.
yeah, well, nowadays when you see us on Jay's View, we might sometimes have guests that are regular kids like us.
That's good. That's a good thing. So now let me ask you something. You guys talked about video games. You guys talked about, you didn't talk about health and fitness. I did hear you say something about good eats in Rick the Critic.
And brush your teeth twice a day. Don't forget that.
Oh.
Brush your teeth 3, 4. It's better if you do. Remember that saying, never less, always more, never less.
Okay, so that means carrying your toothbrush in your purse.
Well, no, it doesn't mean
Why
that.
not? If you have to brush your teeth 3 or 4 times a day, you need a toothbrush in your purse.
I don't say that. But we believe.
Where's your toothbrush then?
We believe we keep it at home, because
But you're not home all the time.
But I guess what we say after every meal you eat, like.
Yeah.
But wait. If you
Your
eat,
first meal in the morning is
It's
breakfast.
breakfast. If
Your
you-
second meal is lunchtime, and that's at school.
but no wait. But look, listen. Rick.
Where
Rick.
do you brush your teeth? When are you brushing your teeth?
So when you eat breakfast in the morning, have a toast, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth.
Yeah, but your
After-
toothbrush is with you.
After you eat lunch from school, if they're homeschooled, it's even better. After you eat lunch, brush your teeth. If you're school,
But if you're not homeschooled,
okay. If you get school,
I do think that's a smart idea.
Put your toothbrush, put it in your
But what
purse
if
or
there's
your
not a
backpack.
sink? What if there's not a sink while I was ready
There's
to go?
a sink in the bathroom.
What
There's
about
always
Pizza
a
Hut? What about after you eat pizza and they don't have a bathroom there? What about Little Caesars? We've been to Little Caesars before. They don't have a sink right there where you
Really?
can exactly.
But you take the pizza home though, right? You don't eat the pizza at Little Caesars,
we
right?
don't. We eat the pizza in the car with the napkins.
Really?
All the time. People don't do that, Rick. People don't always do that. People have different ways of eating and stuff. You can't just say you're assuming it's an option. You're assuming that people eat it when they get home, but not all people do it.
Everybody, they eat it in the car?
I don't eat in the car. Our mom, because she doesn't like crumbs everywhere, so we can stand outside with the napkin and eat.
You guys stand outside the car and eat?
Yeah,
I have a
For real?
it's easy like that.
I have to disagree.
Wow.
In and
I have to-
out, same way.
I have to disagree.
Yeah.
I have to disagree on that.
Okay.
Sometimes, like if you do, because mostly we do, like,
You eat out a lot?
well, not a lot. Like, we don't eat out all the time. Like sometimes, mostly meals at home. We don't like always are going to fast food restaurants or lines or anything. We usually go straight home from school, and I mean, when you get straight home, you haven't had dinner yet. So I mean, when you get straight home, you could just brush your teeth, and as soon as you brush your teeth, you could like when you have dinner, after dinner, brush your teeth again. Because I mean, it's not like it's not like you're on a time limit, and if you don't brush your teeth at a certain time, they're just gonna stay in there permanently.
They're going to fall out. If you don't brush them at 3 minutes after, they're going to start falling. They're going to start falling off here. Well, listen, let me tell you something. Last month, they had a summit in Washington, D.C. on bullying. And I'm hoping that when you guys do a show that you guys might hit on that topic, because bullying is a really big thing. Yeah, it's a real big problem.
They think because they're bigger kids, they can pick, and it's not right. When you're doing that,
you had a problem with bullies?
I have a problem with bullies. No, I don't have a problem with bullies.
Oh.
I've seen them do it to little kids,
But
because
not to you?
No,
Well,
I'm
I've
too
had
popular.
problems
You know,
with
You're popular?
I'm too.
Okay, so now, so you don't have a problem with bullying now, but you might get it.
Well, I have
You
pro-
might get.
I
No,
have
you're
problems
not
with
it.
bullying.
Come on.
I'm not the little one walking around, get pushed down. I'm not that type of one. I can
Because
stand
you
up for
just
myself. Yeah, because I stand up for myself. You know?
you
Rick.
Well, I mean, I've been through bullying problems, but I mean, I got over them. They,
Okay,
like,
so what?
recently.
I mean, so hold up, wait a minute. So when you're talking about bullying, you know what I'm saying, and I'm saying it's a huge problem. It is, because children are getting bullied. Some children are going home committing suicide because someone bullied them and they couldn't come back home and tell it, or just a lot of things going on. And so I'm hoping that you guys hit on that when you're interviewing, when you start bringing in your guests. I'm really excited about Jay's View. I saw some of the excerpts today. I didn't see a lot of it, but I saw some of it, and it seemed to be really informative and a lot, just funny as all get up. And your guest, he was just right. He just kind of hung in there, and you kind of talk a lot. And he just kind of hung right in there with you, and you were talking, and he just jumped in and said what he needed to say and stuff. So I think it's good. I'm really excited about Jay's View. So what do you have in the future?
What I think for the bully problem in the future, don't bully, because it's not right. And I think that people, when there's little kids around and they're playing you bullying, they watch it like television. Some kids television, they see it, they do it.
You think it has to do with the video games, why they do a lot of bullying?
No, I think
the video games,
maybe.
like
But I think it's you see it, you do it. You see it, you do on TV.
So that's
you see it
television.
happening,
I
you
don't
do
think
it. Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
what happens.
I don't think
not
it's
a bad
basically
thing for
video
television,
games.
though.
I think it depends on you, because I mean,
I think he's saying that 'cause he plays
video
them.
games aren't like hypnotizing your brain, telling you go ahead and do this. Like you decide whether or not I'm gonna punk this kid. And sometimes kids have to defend themselves if like people try and hurt them or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not basically like the video game is like telling you to do. Some video games, if you're like that kind of person that if you see something you do it, then your parents would know that and they would like tell you not to watch, like not to do this or
You think
not
the
to
video
get this.
games are very violent?
Well, no.
Yeah,
no.
the ratings, I think parents said, really check it
No.
out.
Wait a minute. There is a rating on the back of the video game,
No,
right?
it's on the front.
It's on the front.
doesn't
Is it
matter
a
where it
PG
is.
or X or
No,
I mean, what
it
is it?
says
Wait,
E.
it's just
A. Okay, go ahead.
It starts from little to biggest. So it goes EA, which is for kids probably about 5 and under.
The
stuff like
video
that.
games?
Yeah, EA
Okay.
about 5 and under. E for everyone probably about 8 and up or stuff like that. T for teen is they say 17 and plus. I think it should be 13 and plus. And for mature.
But a teen is not. What is a 13? Is that tween?
Yeah,
No,
13. Teen.
13.
Yeah, so
They
That's a
say
tween.
and
they
then
say
there's-
well
and then
some
there's-
teen games aren't like that. Some teen games aren't like all
Well,
like
we'll get to that after we say the ratings, because
After what the game?
there are other ratings.
Okay,
It's-
but what I'm saying is
The
that
games have
I
ratings.
think that some video games do promote violence. I
Like
think
M for
some of
mature
them
and
are
A
very
for adults.
I don't know about that because Josiah, you have I heard you talking earlier when I was kind of watching your show about a video game. What was the video
M for
game?
mature,
Is
Prince of
that
Persia,
one
the
where
Two
they do a
Thrones?
lot of karate and that kind of stuff?
Marvel
Prince of
Nemesis?
Persia.
Prince of Persia, not Marvel Nemesis. Blood.
It was Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia isn't that kind of game to promote like violence. I mean, I don't go around
You
and
said violence. So it's violence and more violence.
And then
yeah.
more
I
violence.
mean, it doesn't
Okay.
do that kind of like Prince of Persia.
Well, I'm not gonna listen.
And-
We don't have to talk about it now because when you on your show, you guys, when you're guests, you'll be able to do a lot of talking about the Prince of Persia and all of those video games that I clearly don't have an idea. I'm hearing it and it's foreign to me because I'm like, what does that mean?
You don't play
But
video games?
and then yours, and then you talked about fashion too. I heard a little bit about fashion. So are you going to? Are you doing? Because I heard you advertise Marshalls, but I'm saying there's Macy's and Neiman Marcus and Saks and all these other stores. So will you be? Is that fashion part? Is that a part of the show? Will you be every week? Will you talk about fashion
Every week
for
I'll
children?
bang on the fashion. Every week
So
I'll.
are you going to talk about fashion period, or are you talking about a person in a fashion,
Well-
what that's dressed?
Fashion period. And every week when you see me on the show, I'm gonna bang on the fashion. It's gonna be. I'm telling you right now, new hits every week. New hits whenever
What kind of hits?
like probably like how I talked about Marshalls today. Maybe next time I'll say Macy's. Maybe
What'd you
next time
talk
I'll
about?
say-
Did you talk about the shoes at Marshalls?
Marshalls has good everything. Me, I think Marshalls has good clothes.
That's your store. Marshalls
that's
is your
my
store.
store.
You
Marshalls
like
is my
Marshalls?
store.
I have to say no.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't like Marshalls because like some Marshalls they don't have a lot of shoes. Some Marshalls I pick stores. They have to have great service, good quality. It can't look like all messy because if I go in the store and it says Converse and I'm looking at all these other shoes and there's like Pumas and skate shoes, I'm like, man, like they don't have it organized. It has to be great service, good quality, and they have to have good stuff there. Good
It has
stuff.
to be organized.
It has to be organized.
You want to go straight to the place and see where everything is. You don't like stuff all in the aisles.
I
and
don't
all
like
that.
have to pile through everything.
Oh, what
like,
to pick through. Mhm.
Like, have you ever like Michael's? Have you ever been to the place where they have like the little boxes filled with stuff? Like, it makes me feel like I'm
Where's
at a
Michael's?
I have to disagree.
Wait a minute. Where's Michael's?
Michael's is a supply store.
Oh, you mean the place where the crafts? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I mean, like they have the boxes and they have all this stuff, and you have to dig through it. It makes me feel like I'm at a yard sale, and it
I
like
love a yard sale.
I know yard sales.
I love a good yard sale.
yard
I
sales.
love yard selling.
Yard sales are like they're not supposed to be like, or like some yard sales are organized, but this is a store that everybody is going to go to. Everybody is going to like, this is a brand, like a main store that people are going to go to. A garage sale, you don't have a garage sale permanently every day, every year. Like this store is going to stay here unless somebody puts you out of business.
Oh, so you're saying that they should be clean, they should be organized,
because
and they
you're
should
gonna
have
have
what they
this
say.
store for a long, long
I
time.
have to disagree. Because
What are you disagreeing about?
it's not right. How are we going to switch from Goodwill to Michael's. You can bag on Michael's like that, but not Goodwill. Goodwill, they have good quality. It's equal. I've been to Goodwill more than 2 times. You have too.
You don't like Goodwill?
He's been to Goodwill.
But you don't like Goodwill?
Goodwill, I feel is good.
You don't like Goodwill?
No, because it's like what
There's a lot of stuff in the way.
It's a lot
But
of stuff.
that's
Like,
but let me tell you
That's
something.
the thing about when you see clothes and then it's not bad. I think Goodwill, the Goodwills that I go to because I'm good like that. My Goodwills, he's lying because our Goodwills we go to, they're ordered. I'm sure my mom would not go to Goodwill where the clothes are out of order and stuff. We go to Goodwill.
No, but you gotta
people
remember,
running.
people come in, they pick through stuff. They
And you know
tear
what?
stuff up.
There's people walking around who pick it up and they look. When I was opening up a door and stuff, and I was looking in, the guy just threw the shirt on. The guy, as soon as the guy left, came over, picked it up, put it back where it was.
I'm gonna
But
tell
I mean,
you a
people
really
aren't-
good. I'm gonna tell you a good thrift. I like thrift stores and I like yard sales.
Yeah, they're good.
I like thrift stores, but you know what? Now some of them can be a little crappy.
tangly.
Some of them are crappy, but now the best ones that I've been to, they have some downtown, down in L.A., Fairfax, over in that area by Farmers Market. They have some thrift stores over in that area that are really, really good, just excellent. And then they have the Jewish Council over there where you can buy cars, you can buy clothes, you can buy anything over there. But some of them, I've been to some crappy ones. Now they have some, now they've got the thrift store down here on Green Street that's really super expensive. They have all of these designer things in there, and the designer things are like $200 and $300. That's a lot of money in a
2 and
thrift store.
3.
Really? 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean,
in a
you
thrift
going?
store.
I mean,
yeah.
like,
What kind of
I know some
clothes
people-
are these?
These are designer clothes.
Like
and they
like
are
the stuff I'm wearing and stuff like that? Like
no,
that kind
designer clothes.
like where the jeans are actually good and
like
stuff
like True Religion.
It's not,
and
it's not,
I know
that's not
people-
good.
designer
I can go, I
stuff.
bet you I can go to
I'm saying
Marshall's.
they have all the designer things. They even had Judith Lieberman bags.
I bet you I can go to Marshall's and find that for a downsized probably about $20.
Oh, no, this is no. These
Yes,
are,
I can go.
these are-
My mom goes to this oil place, not an oil place, where you can buy these candles. And right next, it's when on my birthday when I went to the movie. It's like this kind of mall, and I went and designer stuff. Like how you said that J bag, whatever that name was. I saw his same logo, $40.
And Marshalls?
No, not Marshalls.
Oh.
It wasn't. It was Queens Design something.
It was a thrift store?
It wasn't a thrift store. No, it was not a thrift store. It's like $40, $50. It's a cute tank top with the fluff saying it was a really nice design. $60. Like it's not no hundreds.
$60 was not a lot of money.
To me,
$60.
$100,
I guess I'm a little frugal.
Because 100 and 200 are bigger than 60. Anything lower than 100, 200, 300, 400, anything lower than 100 is not that pricey to me when it comes to clothes.
Oh.
Go to
How much
Will.
money do you spend on your clothes?
Me?
How much is yeah, what do you
Well, I have
sit
to
down.
say,
Sit
I
up
have
right.
to say, like, I don't spend a lot of money on my clothes because I mean they're clothes. I know you have to wear them, and everybody's trying to be all fancy this, fancy that. But I mean, if you pick the right clothes, I mean anybody could rock any clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, people in hand-me-down. Some people look good in hand-me. Like I'm not saying anything bad, but some people, if you put on some hand-me-downs,
But listen,
they look
this
good.
is you know what, when there, you guys should do this, and this is just something that I think you guys should do just as an experiment. Why don't you go home and you guys together make up a name, a designer name, just make up a name. When you make up this name, and then you call 10 stores and you call 10 stores and ask for that designer. Just say you want to say Jay's View. It's like, do you have Jay's View? And just call about 10 stores. Do you have Jay's View? Do you have Jay's View? And I bet you $1, you're going to get at least a couple of people, salespeople there that are going to say, no, we don't have it in right now, but it's coming. And you know why? Because it's a design, it's a label. It's not, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
It's a label. So
I'm confused though. How are they gonna say if we ask them about Jay's View?
I'm just saying that you're going to find some people that are going to be very honest and say, we don't know, we've never heard of that before, but you're going to find a couple of people that are going to be deceptive and they're going to say, we don't have them anymore, But,
But
just
you know-
try it. Just try it and see. And
What
let me
comes
know
around
when you
goes
do your
around.
show. Let me know.
I bet you if they say yes and we go there and we're looking, probably gonna look dumb, embarrassed, and because we have our own show, they don't know it. They don't know it. We could say, don't go to this place or don't go to this place or maybe talk
You guys
to
do
you.
that?
Goodwill.
Not like that.
You guys,
bad.
do you guys talk about places? I heard you guys say something. What was the eating place?
Oh,
Carino's.
Carino's. It's very, very, very
The-
great.
you
What do
gotta
they have
try
there? What are you
the
talking about?
Italians, the wontons, the pepperoncinis, the black olives, grilled chicken, Italian sausage, Alfredo sauce.
I'm
I know
hungry.
it's so good.
I'm hungry.
And what else? Jalapenos. This is all optional. You know, you can't say I don't want the Italian sausage. I don't want this. Or I don't want the pork. You can say that because they can't say no. You're giving them your money, so they can't say you have to give us some of that. It's kind of optional to me. If I go to a place and they say no, I'm like, okay, I'm out of there. Take my money and leave.
Oh, you're not getting the
I'm
tip.
not. Well, no.
You're not getting the tip.
I don't even do that. If they say you
If
can't
the
do that, it's
service
like
is bad,
it's
and
like
they
I
say you
take
can't
my
do what
money
you
and
say.
leave. You're getting mad at me, but I'm giving you my money.
Or I
It's
can
not
just go
you
like
giving
Oh,
me
so
this.
you
your
have to
money.
do
For
it.
your crappy
have to do
service,
it.
you lose $1 every time.
Do you know what tipping means?
Yes.
Tipping is when if they have
Good service, good
they
quality,
were
you
good
tip.
quality, and they were good at like mostly good. They were doing stuff and they were doing extras that were stuff that they were supposed to be done, or they were doing their job really, really great. So you would give them tips for them though, like
For the service?
for their service and everything else. So you would leave it like it's not for anybody to just pick up and like, oh, it's for them. Like that's they earned it.
Well, in the United States, we tip after the meal, but tipping means to ensure promptness. So actually, you could actually go into a place and you could actually hand the maitre d' or you could hand the waitress the tip right there to make sure that she's prompt at bringing you what it is that you need, in a timely manner. But we don't do that. We wait until after the meal and then we tip them. So what we're saying is we're not going to give you any money until we see
how
just
you
how
are,
well you do.
Because you can
But
give them
actually,
some money.
in
and
other places you would tip in the beginning.
I'm not exact with this. It's not a fact. I don't know, but I've heard before. I think it was in a movie or something that they even out the money. I don't think it's fair. They even out that money. Like say
Out the money meaning.
say I'm the waitress, right? And I bring you food, and you give me your tip. You give me your tip, and I'm like, okay. Then another waitress gets food, gives the tip, bring it in. They give it to the boss. I've just seen it on a movie. I'm not exactly about it.
Oh, okay. So it's
And
not
then-
a movie, so
and
we don't
then-
know if it's true.
Yeah, and then when they get all the money, I think it should be fair that if you get that tip, it's your tip. It's not anybody else's money. You don't even it out. It's my money. I got it.
But
It's
you're
mine.
getting upset about it, and it was just a movie. I don't really know because I've never been a
think-
waitress.
but-
I don't know. But
They said that.
But they
if a-
split the tip. They put the
Everybody
tip
gets
in
an
one
even
pot,
number.
and okay.
And when and
Well-
the extra money goes to the boss.
Well, but let me tell you something. If you want a waitress or a waiter to have the money,
You make it a
tell them.
you can give it to them. You don't have to leave it on the table. You could just put it in their hand when they come by and say thank you very much. And that way you ensure that you feel like they've gone over and above and they've actually earned their tip, and so you can give it to them. You can actually put it in their hand instead of putting it on the table and waiting, if that is the case, that they all put it together in a pile and put it together. So listen, I'm excited about Jay's View. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again and again, and gosh, this has just been great. I mean,
Rick,
you
we'll be on your show a
and
couple
you guys-
of times. I think.
oh,
I
really?
Think, if you're lucky, you get to see us a couple of times.
oh my,
Rick the
if I'm
Critic.
lucky.
You know, we can talk about the stuff we talked about on Jay's View. Our guests, maybe. You know, so we're gonna.
Do you guys have anybody lined up for your guest next time? or-
I'm hoping that we
it's
can
a
get.
secret, and I don't tell us.
we don't know.
secret.
I think we're trying to get some big ballers next time. Maybe a big baller
Wow.
next time. Maybe even Jaden Smith. If we can get it like that, we'll have it like that. We're not gonna hide from you, but if we have it like that, for viewers who are watching the show, you now know. But if you're a newcomer who see us next time, you won't know. So if you're a viewer, don't tell your brother, don't tell your sister, Don't call your cousin. Don't tell them. Let them watch the show. And yeah, when they watch it, they'll say, "Oh no, make it a surprise. Don't just tell everybody."
Well, there are a lot of big names out of there. There are a lot of good people out there, not just the Jaden Smiths, but there are a lot of people out there.
I'm saying we might
Luke
have
was
some.
one of them today, and one of that you had on your show, and you guys will have other people on your show. And I'm excited about being a part of Jay's View, and I just look forward to seeing a lot more of you guys. And I'm happy that you guys came on, and I really, 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 really hope that you will come back again. I'm looking at everything. I'm just really in awe. I'm really happy for you guys. And I thank you for coming on the show. I hope to see you again. Is there any last parting words that you have for the show? Anything you'd like to say? I know you do, but what about you?
I have to say about the Goodwill, I never got to say it.
Okay.
When she said about the designers, I was just thinking you can get some of those clothes at Goodwill because this is a donation. It's a donation thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not lined up like in small. You know, and when you walk in stores, they have it on the coat hanger, small, extra large, large. Like it's not like that. So.
Spoken like a true man. You just want to go straight to the. You just focused on that one thing. Let me get this. I'm okay, and so.
What I think, I want to have it. I don't know about anybody. For our viewers, you can even. I think they can call you. Is it okay, Rick?
No, they can call you guys.
But I'm not.
They're gonna call your show. They won't call
I'm not
mine.
informed with the number, but I think if you are a viewer or caller and you call us, we'll put your name in a bucket. We'll give out a raffle, and if we call you, just make sure to write us and say we'll write you back and send you your prize or maybe a little raffle ticket. Once we get to know you, maybe after 3 shows, we'll have a raffle, and if you're the winner, we'll send you your prize.
Or
Right.
we could also do that.
All right. Okay, you guys got your own show, okay? But anyway, nice to have you here. I'm so glad that you came. Thank you, Josiah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jair, for coming on, and I look forward to seeing you again. And I thank you very much, viewers, for tuning in and tuning in, not turning in, but tuning in. I guess we had a lot of talking going on. For tuning in, we look forward to seeing you. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
World, no one be the first to admit it. Let you know if it's good and if she dig it, cause she's Rick the critic, Rick the critic, Rick the critic, Rick the critic. She the first to admit it if she can't dig it, cause she's Rick the critic, 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 Rick.